Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the tarot, I'm going to use Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. There's the full box. And then if you want to see how they spell their name, there you go. There's a website here on the side, schifferbooks.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you were interested, of course. Supportive Oracle Cards, Spellcasting Oracle Cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lizbeth. There are their full names if you want to search them out. On the back here are the websites. I see She Who Is Art usually sticks out to me. But that way, if you want to freeze frame and check that out, feel free to. And as usual, I put my dice away. I got new dice, but I'm going to use this one again. It's Amazon. I put my dice away. I have other dice. I have like a 13-sided dice, and I got like a... Anyway, I'm using this one for the dice. I use the D20 for the Major Arcana, which does omit the World and the Fool, but I make it work. I use the D4 to choose the Minor Arcana suit, and I use the D12 to choose which number card, which goes up to Knight, but still I make it work. Alright, I think we're good with that. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. And now, onto your reading. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Aquarius? Alright, started off with the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. Is this or isn't this good? In the history of it, you do have the Devil, but it's in the past. So you've already gone past the Devil. Question is, how is that moment being affected in the future? All of this up here? Okay, I don't know what that's about, but maybe it's other people. Let's keep moving. You did have one Oracle card fall out while I was shuffling. It's face down, naturally. But we'll find out where it is. Okay, so it's right here in the center, so can I flip it? I think I can. Okay, happy family. Other people are happy here. Are you? You might be more welcome here than you realize. You might be more appreciated here than you realize. This might be a connection with people who... I just feel like they look out for you, but maybe they don't talk about it as much. Or maybe these are people who... They say that they have your back, but they haven't really had the opportunity to really prove that. You do seem to be very welcome, very liked. I keep getting the word welcome, like, really strongly. So... Do you know that? Do you know that? So I keep looking at the Devil, so let's deal with the Devil. Let's just deal with it. Justice reversed, 4 of Cups, half in, half out. The Devil's in the past. Is this person... I feel like this person is probably still around. Justice reversed is kind of like... Maybe you have outsmarted the Devil a couple times. This doesn't have to be a person, but it's more than likely a person. Sometimes the Devil talks about Capricorn. Doesn't have to be a Capricorn person. I'm getting a lot of, like, you know, grudge energy here. Something about a grudge energy. Something about, like, somebody who's difficult to deal with. Something like that. There's been an injustice dealing with this person. And things didn't work out the best, but they didn't work out the worst. Currently the energy seems like it's okay, but this energy is coming back into play. So, for example, if this is a work situation and maybe this person or this situation, this person's out, they're not here any longer, there might be a similar situation coming up with somebody else. But it's very similar if it's somebody different. Your energy at this point, you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it? This probably comes out of nowhere for you. Really? Are we sure? Somebody plays it a way that I'm not expecting. It's not really even that big of a deal, though. They're not really changing things for you. You're not seeing it coming. I feel like it's coming out of the blue, but it's not going to hurt you. Okay, this is interesting. That situation is coming out of the blue. It's, again, if that person is still around, it's that person. If they're not still around, it's somebody else. Very, very similar circumstances. Coming out of the blue, I just keep getting that you're not seeing it till it's like right in front of you. But I feel like it has a very short moment of anxiety. No, that's not yours either. I don't think it's going to bother you, quite frankly. What is this anxiety? Because I feel like this is somebody else. And there might be people around you who are freaking out about this. I don't see it bothering you, though. I see it bothering other people. And then you seem to have to kind of like bring some stability into it. Like, okay, I see that happening. And either this person has done that before, or we've gone through this with so-and-so before. This is just a different person, something like that. You seem to be bringing the stability, kind of like, let's ground this. Let's think about what's really happening. Let me tell you what I can do, what you're going to do, how it's all going to work out. You bring some stability back. You help clear out this anxiety. That's why the anxiety doesn't last very long. I keep feeling like it's away from you. I don't think it's you. Granted, it's a general read, so take it how it resonates, but it's short-lived at the very least. And you're very instrumental in like bringing it down to like, no, this is going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Okay. Somebody else jumps in. Okay. What's going on here? Another person jumps in. There's a lot of moving pieces here. Somebody else jumps in. Yeah, no, somebody definitely. They are trying to keep the situation. They got the Nine of Swords. That's the stress card again. That's a different stress card. They have their own stress. Somebody else is jumping in. They're trying to keep things from falling down. Somebody else jumps into the situation. I feel like you're not as connected with this one. I think that's why this one's coming in separate. So like something's happening, people around you are upset, you're kind of like, all right, we're going to be fine. Somebody else you don't know as well, or maybe new to the situation, one of the two, something like that. Having that similar response, you got to do some fancy footwork, and I feel like this is another one you have to like bring down the energy. I do feel like you're bringing in a lot of stability, and whoever this new person is, I feel like I'm trying to build something with them. I'm trying to build some rapport. I'm trying to build some like mutual connection here, so like maybe we can keep this connected in a good way. I don't see you having a bad energy towards this one at all. I don't see you upset about this one. It's just kind of like, all right, all right, you're a lot, but let's calm down. They're strong. They're very strong. And they're not happy about this situation either. I do feel like it's more than likely you're going to help them pull it in. You might have to get some other people to help talk with it to kind of pull it in. Let's pull it in. Whatever this is going on, this repeat, it does seem to drag out this time. I don't know if it did before. I'm just getting that it was there, but it seems like this time it will drag out a little bit. Ace of Cups, half in, half out, and the Lover's card, half in, half out. It's not the worst thing, but it's kind of like we want to make sure this works out, and this could go good. Even though this is happening again, we could, at the end of it, things could be okay. Things could not only be okay, things could be better. So we want to take that Ace of Cups and put it upright. What we want to be careful of is other people's goals. That's the third eye chakra. Queen of Pentacles and the third eye chakra here. This is not for you. I'm not saying whoever this is wrong, but somebody else, they seem to know where things are going to go. They seem to know how things are going to pan out. They have to make their own decisions. Empower them to make their own decisions, but let them go do it on their own. Do not follow that. They're believing what they're believing. They're going where they need to go. They're following what they need to do. That's fine. You got to be careful to not get in the way of it, but also not follow it either. And we don't really want to encourage other people to follow it, is what I'm getting. What you want to do is sort it out in these, I want to say static. I mean, this is a reading, obviously, so it's a tarot reading, so it's kind of funny that I'm saying don't follow that energy. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm saying they're right for where they want to go. They're right for what they need. And that's different from you. You and this person are different. For you to move forward successfully, you need to sort this out in a like on paper type of way. Like, I need the proof, I need the reasoning, I need to see what it is, I need to have the proof of what it is. I need to talk about it out. I need to talk it out, I need to move it through, I need to get it going. So this person is going their own way. Don't worry about that. They're right for them. I do get that they're very intuitive and they're probably really right more than not, but that's for them. They're right for them. You got other things to sort out. They need to go their way. You need to go your way on this. The overall situation is definitely changing in a very odd way, because I get the Death card with the Hanged Man, which it's then ending up with the Four of Wands, which is telling me there's changes happening, but it's almost like saying, I want to use something more pleasant than that. It's like the end of a school year. It's kind of like if it's January and the school year, say it ends in June, just for argument's sake. The end is definitely coming. Like, this is the last year. School's closing. No matter what grade you're in, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. This is the last school year for this school. In June, closing the doors. Done. And it's January. Well, it's January now, but this reading is valid for whenever you come to it. I said that in the beginning. So it's like the end is there. It's going to take some time to get to it. A new situation will have to be solidified from it. But you need to find out the information you need to know for your path. Okay. That seems to be that's 101. I don't know why you wouldn't normally do that, but unless somebody's trying to deter you from that, you need to find your own facts. I think that's might be a part of it too. Don't rely on other people for facts, because some people might go intuitively like it's facts. You got to be careful sometimes, especially if you're an intuitive person. I'm going to say this for myself. If you get too emotionally caught up to some things, you might see what you are fearing or what you want, and or both, versus what's actually there. So you got to be careful with that sometimes. I personally find it's easier to read somebody else than to read myself, quite frankly. In fact, I don't know if I really can read myself, to be fair. Just be aware of that. Follow things, go forward with things. Where we're ending up is a whole new situation coming in for you. It does feel like it's completely new. 10 of Wands reversed, putting down the burden. Putting down the burden. I feel like that's a really good thing. And then the Strength card reversed, which is very interesting for Aquarius. And the reason I'm saying that, the Strength card sometimes talks about Leo. Doesn't have to be a Leo coming in or anything like that, but that is the complete opposite of Aquarius on the zodiac. Like on the wheel, you're on the opposite side. So things might go topsy-turvy here. Things might be a little bit kind of like out of control for a moment, but advantageous for you. They're just saying when this new phase comes in, have patience with it. It's actually going to be great, but it's going to be really stressful at first, and you're not going to see it for what it really is. So the new level or the new situation or whatever the new thing is really great for you, but the stress here might cloud your vision. It may just be very blinding. It's kind of like not realizing you're at the beach because the sun's so bright you can't see anything. You know what I mean? You just know you're hot. You don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? So you got to give it a second. Give it a while. Have patience. Give it a, probably if it's, for example, if this is a work situation, probably give it a year to really show its potential. There's a lot of healing coming in with this. I feel like the heart chakra is a healing thing, in my opinion. And you also have a lot more social connections, new social connections, positive social connections. You'll sort that out as need to. Whatever's coming out of this, something totally new is coming. Just make sure you fact check your own facts. Fact check your own facts. And then when the new situation comes in, realize it's not going to feel the greatest. It's going to put you under a lot of stress. It's actually a great thing for you. You just got to give it some time to really show its positive energy to you, to show its potential is what I should have said. And then you're also going to get a lot new. There's going to be new social connections that come out of it that I feel like you're going to have a lot of fun with. It's going to be worth it. For some of you, I don't want to be like trendy with that term, but I am getting it, so let me just be sure. I feel like I'm being a little trendy, but take it with a grain of salt. I know Aquarius will. You might actually find your tribe through this. And what I mean by tribe is like, I don't feel like everybody in your tribe is going to show up, but like you might find 2 or 3 people that you just click with. Maybe you already have a couple people like that in your life. You're going to find a few, 2 or 3 more. So more members of your tribe. I wouldn't say you're going to find your actual tribe, like the whole everybody's there, but like a couple more members of the tribe, if that makes sense. I feel like that's better. I feel like that makes more sense. Anything else? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.